In this video, you're going to discover 10 traits of a lone wolf personality. Do you often find yourself detached from people and disinterested in being part of a group? Do you like to work on your own and maintain distance from crowds? Are you more interested in following your inner compass instead of letting people decide your direction? Then we think you have a lone wolf personality, and you have heard others calling you an introvert or a loner. Most people don't even know they possess a lone wolf personality, but today, I'm going to help you decipher whether you're a lone wolf or not. Humans are often related to wolves because they like to be part of a group or a pack. They like to have someone to give direction to their life, just like a beta who follows an alpha. But some people like to stay alone rather than be part of any pack, and they choose to be more transparent and out of the drama of others. So now, let's get started and discover 10 prominent traits of a lone wolf personality. But before we dive into it, remember that we make these videos for free for your entertainment. And all we ask in return is you click the like button and subscribe with the notification bell on. All set? Okay, let's go. Number 10. You have high self-awareness. If you have a lone wolf personality, then you have a very good understanding of what your strengths, weaknesses, limitations, and emotions are. You don't rely on people to tell you what type of a person you are, and you are also not affected by what they think of you. You know your strong areas, but you don't deny your weak spots. You know when you have to rely on people and when you have to do something by yourself. You don't ignore emotions. You don't stuff them away, and you also don't cling to them. But you know they exist, and you have to deal with them. You know what makes you like other people, but also what sets you apart. If you have an unshakable understanding of yourself and don't depend on people to define you, you are a lone wolf. Number 9. You prefer a small group of close friends. Some people think being a lone wolf means you don't have any friends in your life. Well, that's not true at all. It means you have a very small circle with only good quality friends. Lone wolves don't trust people easily, and they don't let people in. But when they do, they make sure they have a deep connection with them and develop a meaningful relationship. What's the point of hanging out with a bunch of people when you really don't know them anyway? If you like to hang out and discuss your passions, hobbies, and favorite things and do deep talks with just a few close people, you may have a lone wolf personality. The people who become a part of the life of a lone wolf are very lucky because they not only earn a loyal friend, but someone who can be trusted in any situation and who is ready to support and fight for them. Number 8. You value meaningful conversations over small talk. I mentioned previously that a lone wolf prefers meaningful and deep conversations over small and trivial talk. If you possess a lone wolf personality, you become agitated when someone chats about random things like weather, the person sitting in the front, or what you had for breakfast, and you immediately start feeling hazy. Lone wolves are more into talks that have some use for them in real life, not the ones they'll forget after some minutes. They like to talk about meaningful topics that somehow impact their lives. As a lone wolf, when you are part of a group conversation, you like to stay quiet most of the time. You'll only say something when it's really necessary and important to add. You don't waste your time blabbering and trying to gain attention. Instead, you speak when you have something of substance to say. Number 7. You have clear expectations from relationships. One of the most prominent traits of a lone wolf is being aware of what you're looking for in friendships and intimate relationships. You know what you want in the other person, but you also know what you should give to the other person because every relationship works on give and take. Lone wolves don't waste their time on people they feel no connection with. They only become committed to those with whom they feel a certain bond, making them very respectful and conscious of their contributions to their relationships. You know who you want in your life, and you don't waste your time playing around. Lone wolf personality is being clear about which people you need and which you don't. You are very fair and committed in a relationship because you only let those people in with whom you feel connected to most. Number 6. You mostly say what you feel. Lone wolves are introverts who don't talk much. But in many cases, lone wolves are very expressive about how they feel. They don't like to conceal their emotions and go with the flow. Instead, they like to say what they feel. If they're happy with you, they'll say it. And if they're not, they'll also make that clear. It raises some conflicts, but honesty and transparency is the best policy. One of the prominent signs of a lone wolf personality is that you prefer to communicate directly because you want to minimize excessive communication. In today's world, the originality of any saying is lost in confusion and blabbering. So lone wolves tend to be straightforward, so they can just stay out of the drama. They say what they mean and don't say what is unnecessary. Do you like to be direct about your feelings, or do you prefer keeping them inside? Tell us in the comment section. Number 5. Your alone time refreshes you. If you prefer to spend time alone instead of going out with your friends, having some drinks, and going to parties, then there's a chance you are a lone wolf. You'd like to recharge your social battery by cutting yourself off from the world for some time to think clearly. You prefer watching Netflix on your couch instead of going out and draining yourself of energy. Lone wolves love spending time doing their favorite things, thinking about their lives and relationships, and figuring out everything that's going on with them. A weekend away from people helps them connect with their values and beliefs. It doesn't mean they don't like hanging out with friends or doing normal stuff. It just means they need some time and space to recollect themselves, think, and breathe. If a person cannot be happy alone, he can't be happy with someone. It is really important to develop a healthy relationship with yourself before you try to connect with other people. Number 4. You define clear boundaries. A lone wolf knows how to set clear boundaries. If this is you, you don't dwell in negative and toxic relationships. You hear the point of view of the other person, but you don't drag yourself to that place where you're not valued and respected. People can't force you to do anything that is bad for your well-being. You know when it's your fault, and you own your mistakes. You don't beat yourself up because of the wrong things other people did to you. Being a lone wolf doesn't mean you cut people off when they make a mistake. You discuss the matters with people clearly and try to maintain mutual respect and friendship. But when you find that the person is not ready to give you that respect and love you deserve, you move forward. Do you walk away from people and places that interfere with your worth and stability? Number 3. You are difficult to understand. Being a lone wolf is about being hard to read. People often misinterpret you. Some may call you weird, some may say you're cold and heartless, and some may even see you as a mysterious human. But in reality, you feel things. You just are not open about your emotions with everyone. Your close friends know how compassionate and caring you are, but you don't let your guard down in front of most people. This is exhausting because people assume different things about you and misjudge you in many matters. You are easy to read for the people close to you, but for others, you are a mystery, which at the end of the day is kind of okay. Number 2. You are a keen observer. Lone wolves can see the things most people can't. They know how to read between the lines, understand nonverbal signs, and act accordingly. As a lone wolf, you can understand a person because you see the signs most people ignore. And because of this, you may hate texting people because it hides what a person is truly feeling. Being a keen observer also helps adapt your tone, posture, and body language according to the discussion you're part of. It also helps to convey the right message to the person in front of you instead of making any situation worse. Strong observations not only improve communication with people, it also helps to adapt to different situations and deal with people in the right manner. Do you observe the small things about a person which your friends usually ignore? Tell us below. And last is number 1. You fight for your beliefs. One of the features of a lone wolf's personality is fighting for your beliefs and values. You don't sway from your core values, and you always speak up for the truth. You are unaffected by the pressure and never change the direction of your beliefs. Instead, you support the truth no matter how hard and unpopular it is. The reason lone wolves fight for what is right is not that they want to impress someone or do it for fun. It's because they have to align their actions with their inner circle. They will never support any injustice and always fight for what is right. No one is perfect. A lone wolf personality has its demerits, but you should be proud to be a lone wolf because you have self-awareness. You're creative and original and know how to make and maintain strong and healthy relationships. We hope this video helped and took you a step closer to understanding your lone wolf personality. What is your most prominent lone wolf characteristic? Tell us in the comment section below. Also, subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon, and share this video with your friends. Click on the video on the screen to keep enjoying our content. See you all soon!